What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so let's get into this because, man, this guy is not playing around. Kadimi. All right, so must get the unpleasantries out of the way. This is a disclaimer. I'm not an attorney, tax advisor, or a financial advisor. Please consult with the real professionals. The following is my opinion and my opinion only based on my own research. I will share my research with you and encourage you to please read or listen to it so that you can form your own opinion. And as usual, at the end of the video, if you don't mind, hit the like button and share because that helps me to help my channel to grow, and I surely do appreciate it. All right, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It does the same thing. All right, also, for those of you who don't know this, I do have a Facebook group with the same name called Pimpy's Investment Chat. I will leave a link in the description and encourage you guys to come join us. We talk about all kinds of great things in here, from the Iraqi Dinar, the Vietnam Dong, cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, Nasera, Jacera, you name it. It's in here, all right, you guys? Okay, so some people have been saying that the stock markets and the ISEX has been down. Well, if it was, it isn't now because it seems to be doing just fine. As a matter of fact, these are all the performances that have happened as of the last day of trading, which is what, 5/7. Okay, so it was a couple days ago, but people kept saying, no, the stock is still down. And that last glimmer of hope that the so-called pathetic word would have been true, but no, it's just not. It's been open. I showed you guys when it was open last time. All right, and it's still doing pretty decent. Don't get me wrong, I would love for the rate change to happen, but it didn't happen as soon as the ISX opened up with the auctions, okay? That was false. Anyways, somebody was saying that it was still down, and when I came here, I could see that, in fact, it was still open, and actually some of the stocks that I like have actually doing really good. Speaking of, look at that one. Nice numbers, okay? So let's get into the news because there's some big things happening, in my opinion. So Al-Kadhimi announces the formation of two fact-finding committees on demonstrations and dialogue with Washington to preserve, let me say this again, preserve the sovereignty of Iraq expanded. Iraq needs to be their own sovereignty. I know people are like, they are. No, okay, well, a sovereign nation has their own currency. And although the Iraqi dinar is there, we know what we're waiting for it to do. Okay, and we're waiting for the UN to pull the trigger on this along with the United States. Could we actually be getting closer than we thought? I know before there used to be a lot of hope, and you don't want to get high in hopium. But man, there's something different about Trump being in office. There's something different about what's going on in Iraq. I think because last year in 2019, we were so damn close, and then all hell broke loose, and then we ended up starting back over from scratch. But, you know, like I said, I spoke to a lot of salty dogs, and everybody's feeling really positive. And I got to be honest, if Trump does have any say-so in pulling the trigger on this, it doesn't make any sense for him not to pull it this year, considering his re-election's coming up. And I don't know about you, but if he pulls that trigger, there's no doubt. I was already going to vote for him, but I would definitely make him a shoo-in. So Prime Minister Kadhimi announced today, Saturday, the formation of a fact-finding committee on a demonstration, while Kadhimi indicated and said in his speech after his cabinet meeting today, paying the salaries of retirees, and we make sure not to delay them. Okay, of course, this has to do especially with those people over in Kurdistan. We also decided to form a Supreme Legal Council to investigate all the events that took place on October 1st, 2019 until today, in a way that achieves justice and fairness, holding those Iraqi blood accountable and compensating the families of the martyrs and caring for the wounded. And we also instructed the security service to release all detainees who participated in the demonstration. We asked the Supreme Judicial Council to cooperate in the release of the demonstrators who committed minor cases, with the exceptions of those involved in Iraqi blood. So in case you didn't know, so on October 1st is when all of a sudden magically, well, I don't want to say magically, it's my opinion that there were either Iranians that were there that were shooting protesters or Iranian-influenced proxy people. Anyways, nonetheless, what had happened was a lot of demonstrators were killed for demonstrating. A lot of them were locked up, which is no good. But I do like the fact that Kadhimi is going to be meeting with the United States about their sovereignty, all right? So I know you're thinking the same thing I am. Yeah, we would like for them to go ahead and reinstate the rate. Okay, so we've decided to form a crisis cell a specialist in foreign affairs and international relations, to conduct the discussions with the American side on reviewing the strategic agreement between the two countries to protect the unity and sovereignty of Iraq. Now remember, the council, the parliament had voted that they wanted the Americans to leave their country. And Trump's fine, we'll leave. But keep in mind what he said in that meeting. If you think we're just going to leave without you paying us for all the things we built there, so could it be that Trump has a strategy? Could it be that we're going to get paid? I mean, they're going to get paid. I mean, we're all going to get paid. Could this finally be happening? Maybe that's what the agreement is. Okay, this would help out Iraq, but it certainly help out a lot of us. All right, so let's keep our fingers crossed that's what's going on. So, Kademi to the Washington and Tehran ambassadors, Iraq will not be an arena for settling scores. So, of course, you know, Iraq and the United States have been going back and forth, and Iran has been sending over a lot of proxy people. This way it doesn't look like they're actually involved, but we know they are. And Iraq's saying, look, we're not your battling grounds. If you guys want to go battle on Iran's territory. So this is what you see it's going on here. And rightfully so. Look, Iraq is trying to get back on their feet. The last thing they need to do is try to babysit both the United States and Iran over fights. Okay? I still think we're going to leave our forces there to make sure that this government gets a foothold, things settle down, the protesters stop, the economy, infrastructure. These are things that we're looking for. It looks like it's going to happen. Man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like this is going to happen finally, okay? Kadami's office stated in a statement that later stressed during his meeting with the American ambassador the necessity of cooperation and coordination between the two countries in the economical and security fields, confronting terrorism, preparing for strategic dialogue between the two countries, and working to maintain security and stability in the region and keep it away from risk. I like this part right here. The two countries talk about the economics. Don't be. I look, as soon as you know Trump is going to go over there and strike all kinds of fair, free trading deals. This is what he does. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think Trump's second term, we're going to see a lot of great things happen, more than ever before. When you're in your first term, you always have to behave yourself. And yeah, I know a lot of you are laughing, going, wow, you call that behaving? No, I'm talking about you're going to see some real aggression here, and Trump taking out and draining the swamp and doing businesses with countries the way they should have been handled. During his meeting with the Iranian ambassador, Kademi affirms Iraq's keenness to establish the best relations with Islamic Republic and all neighboring countries to serve the interests of the two neighboring peoples' security and stability. Okay? All right. So, that's the other thing. Okay, so the other thing is, it looks like it's very possible that the remaining cabinets for Kademi might be done here within the next 10 to 2 weeks. Not 10 to 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks. They're being really aggressive about this, so this is good. So a lot of these articles that you're going to see in here are just that, is them talking about between Kurdistan and Iraq, making sure that they honor their agreement to pay them the money that they deserve, including the retirees as well as the salaries, and also to do something, about, making sure that the rest of the cabinet is filled. So it's looking really good, you guys. Look, right now, before we were just waiting for the PM to get in there. Then we're just waiting for him to get in there and get his government established, which it looks like it's in there pretty good. We're waiting for him to get a stronghold in there. And then also finally to start working with the United States. I can't imagine the United States leaving there altogether. I think we want to make sure that these guys are firmly entrenched in there, or at least the PM along with his cabinet. And in addition to that, make sure that the army is what I heard Trump say, making sure that the army is slowly building up and trained so that they can protect themselves. I agree with that. Really hoping and praying for the Iraqi people. I really am. Don't get me wrong. I do want the Iraqi dinar thing to change, but to be quite honest, the sovereignty, the security, and the stability of Iraqi people is a bigger joy for me than what's going on with the Iraqi dinar. Okay, now having said that, let's hope and pray that these people get in there and get established. I know the United States is going to do everything they can to make sure that that is a realistic event. Okay, again, you guys, the stock market is up. I don't know, maybe it's because of my timing. Maybe when I opened it, it just happened to have been working. Like I said, people were saying that, it wasn't working, but it looks like it's working to me. Also, again, in the description, I will leave a link to the group so you can come and join us. There's a lot of great information in here, and it's free. It's free to join. And once again, I will remind you, if you don't mind me asking you to please like and share. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because it does help out the channel. All right, you guys, so that's all that's going on with Iraq right now. I am watching it. I'm also reading a lot of other articles. I'm impressed by what Kademi has done so far. He's, doing a lot of negotiating and having a lot of meetings that it seems very aggressive and very, could be rewarding. It could be rewarding. All right, you guys. Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you. That's what's going on so far. As you know, Fridays and Saturdays are their weekend in Iraq. So not a whole lot going on, but it seems to me like Kademi is working regardless. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.